What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Next Gen 720. And I'm on the other side of the tracks right now. You know what I mean? You see the title of the show. I got 7 thumbs down. There's probably people here that have been threatening to render me unconscious. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you said what's up to me, I'm now looking at my screen. I can see it. I'm not gonna be here too long today. You know what I mean? I want to try to enjoy my PlayStation. You guys can see it on. I had to, I want to play before I get started and with this video. I want to give a huge shout out. Huge shout out. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. Like I told you guys yesterday, I didn't have PSN. You know what I mean? And my man here, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Give me some, like I said, man. I take the bitter with the sweet. All jokes aside, when it comes to this YouTube, internet, social media thing, because I've met some really nice people. My man Ian, all. If I pronounce your last name wrong, I do apologize. Twitter handle all of nothing. Actually, I'm gonna right click and copy. You know what I mean? You got here what you call the salt of the earth. And I always tell you guys that I don't make a wall between me and my subscribers. Normally, if you retweet something of mine, say something cool, I always follow you right back. And he said something. He asked me the other day. Actually, I don't know what he made a comment on one of my post videos. So it was cool. I thought it was funny or whatever. So I followed him right back. He hit me he messaged me on Twitter, asked him, did I want to play Gears with him? Now, I'm going to tell you some guys, like sometimes if I'm not in front of my computer or a lot of time I get a lot of notifications, I won't see him at the time. And, by the time I got back to him, I said, yeah, come on, hop on, let's rock. He had went to work. I didn't see him like an hour later, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I don't ever like to build a wall between myself. Like I ain't want to, something to do. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. But anyway, this is his Twitter here. Follow. Oh, I guess in the super chat. You know what I mean? And give him a follow. You know what I mean? Cool cat, Ray cool cat, man. Thing and also like to give a shout out. He hooked me up with some PS Plus so I can go online. I didn't have it, and my brother Jesse P gave me some PS Plus. Do something, so I'm good to go. I downloaded Bloodborne and all that stuff. We're gonna have some fun. Let me shoot the super chat right quick. My man Lincoln K67 said, "Welcome aboard, man." But anyway, like I said, you see the title of the video here. You know what I mean? You see the title of the video. Have I been accepted by the PlayStation community? I kind of, how you say, coined a few terms, slogans this generation, Sony, Pony, and all that wild shit. I mean, and for the most part, man, let me grab my controller, and you can see, man. I haven't been on my PlayStation forever, ever. And I went there, had about 100 some odd film requests. I accepted them all. I always accept when I check it. You know what I mean? I accepted them all. But I got some really cool messages, man. You know what I mean? Von Lamont, everybody, keep doing what you're doing, bang, bang. And I asked, like, literally, like, I'm not joking. I asked, like, some of the guys, like, what are some of the multi-shooter player games to play on Xbox? I'm sorry, to play on the PlayStation. Because with my PlayStation, I have it more basically for exclusives. And I like Street Fighter. I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. Even that had an update. I got to get the new one, Street Fighter Arcade or something. I think it's like $30 or something. But anyway, I don't want to ramble on. But anyway, like I said, for the most part, I'm sorry. These guys have been very cool, man. Very cool. Very forgiving. And to those I've offended on this console war, I'm sorry. If I threaten to leak nude photos of your grandmother this generation, I am truly sorry. See, next gen, I'm grown, man. I don't mind admitting where I'm wrong about something. I don't have an issue with that, man. I mean, I ain't too hard for myself, man. You know, let me gonna say water under the bridge, okay? Let all be forgiven. Let earth receive tis king. So yeah, um, did the video yesterday, right? Some of you guys thought I was joking, you know what I mean? And I gave it to you in a comedic tone, but everything I was saying was serious. Like literally, I've gotten death threats over video games. You know, it ain't that serious to me, but hey, it is what it is, right? Uh, you know, and a lot of people feel like I betrayed them. You know, it's the next gen was because of you. I got the Xbox, and I'm cool. It's dope shit, right? Because of me, right? And I told you I don't mind going out there being the martyr. You know, I said I carried the cross, man. You know, all I'm asking is for better exclusives from Microsoft, and I don't understand what all the hate is about. Like I don't understand it. Like I didn't come out there. Let me show you something. Let me share my screen with you, right? Let me share my screen. Now this is one of the nicer ones, and this guy here, I used to fight and unfollow him because we was having a conversation. It was weird, like tweeting me early in the morning with some dumb shit. Uh, and then he started tagging hard eights in the tweet, and like, what the hell? Like he has me blocked. I has him blocked. Like, that was just weird. So I unfollowed him. Like this guy named Star Kasim M. How are you trying to play victim as if the Xbox gaming community is against you when you yourself was whining and bitching about another console I guess it was what another console has that you actually own? Man up and take responsibility for your action. You did it to yourself. Man up. Early in the morning, I said, man, nigga, do me a favor, go lay your widow ass down. He said, see, you would say something like that instead of proving me wrong. Shows how much of a boy and not a man you are. What is all this garbage you spewing for clicks? Man, you telling me is you know better than say Hardy? Come on, man. Like, man. So, you know, after a while, I said, this all I can stand and I can't stand no more. I told him to go lay his widow ass down and suck a straight dogs. You know, I try to be diplomatic. You know, I'm like, look, Nick, nah, cool out. Listen. I've seen people sending me stuff, making videos. I'm not. You know, I gave the guy Kaleidoscope. I gave him enough airtime yesterday. I mean, I literally joking. Had one tooth in his mouth, looked like he was on the side of a park trailer with about 60 beer cans crushed up, with a Confederate flag behind him in the background, swinging, and telling me to find my place, coon. You know, he's gonna make America great again. Like literally. I'm like, what the hell? All because I said that exclusive wise, right? I would like some more mature theme content. You guys know what I've been saying, right? So, you know, I even had what's the guy's name? Kaleidoscope, some. If you want mature games, you mean you should ask for some mocap. Mocap games. I don't even know what the hell he talking about. Mocap. What? I'm like, come on, man. And he showing some multiplayer. Well, the Xbox does have uh mature content. I'm like, what? I was talking about the exclusives. Look at the art style. You know, like I don't understand what's even wrong with me asking for that. Even when I bought it to Phil said, you know, I mean, something that he looked like, you know, he said it wasn't about choice. He said he doesn't dictate the direction of the uh you know what the developers are going to make or whatever the case may be. Shout out to my brother Von Lamont. I spoke to him last night on the Xbox too. My man Iceman funny as hell. Bitch said, Nick, damn, next year you made me want to be a better man to my kids. Now I've dropped them off at their moms. Yeah, listen, I'm with you, man. Because of the Xbox, I no longer believe in Jesus. We about even. But as I was saying, shall I digress? You know what I mean? And I don't want to keep talking because I want to go on and do other things, man. I got some blood we want to play here. Uh, that's all that I'm asking for. You know what I mean? I don't see what's wrong with that. You know? And then maybe I gave myself a little, you know, too much credit. Uh, and maybe it's not the how you say the context of my character, but maybe it's the color of my skin. Because I've gotten, I listen, man, I've gotten so many racist remarks. Like I told you guys, normally if I see that you follow me on Twitter, I'll follow you right back. And yeah, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So, you know, I've gotten like, I'm like, oh, God damn, video games? I know it's 2018, we living in Trump's America, but damn, you know? And I ain't even that dark. Light skinned nigga. You know what I mean? I'm a house nigga. But, you know, so here's the question, real talk. Did I take part in this toxic community? Did I help create this, what you call this cesspool? And the answer to that, like, first of all, if you don't understand this by now, YouTube is entertainment. You know, I'm not walking around in the street fighting some console war. I don't have vested interest in Microsoft or Sony, even though I did before. Hold on, yes, what do you want? Okay, your aunt just came home. Okay, all right, listen to her. So, you know, it's not that I have a vested interest, like, it's fun. And to be fair, you know, Sony kind of took first, as they should. Came out and punched Microsoft dead in their mouth. Blah! This is how we trade our games. Stole them again. Bop! 1080p makes you a better gamer. You know? And me come, like I said, you know, I've been here since the OG Xbox and the 360. You know, and I didn't. There was really no pro, like, you know, not pro, but good Xbox channels out there, whatever. When I first started doing YouTube, check this out, right? When I first started doing YouTube, it wasn't really so much when I came here, like in 2012. It wasn't so much really Xbox and PlayStation. It was Xbox and PlayStation together against the Nintendo guys, and those guys was running rampant. You know, it blew my mind. Listen, I swear. Listen, if I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, somebody can piss on my dead mother's casket. It blew my mind to see people out there really defending the Wii. Like, this is what they preferred platform of choice. And I remember my old girl bought me a Wii for my birthday, and I couldn't stand, what the hell is this? Like, the graphics, it was hard for me going from the 360 and the PS3 to the Wii. So I get extra straight to the kids. That wasn't for me. Literally, it's probably the last console that I really enjoyed from Nintendo's probably the GameCube. Eternal Darkness. I had the Phantasy Star 4. I had a few other games. You know what I mean? That's the last console that I enjoyed from Nintendo. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I digress, right? So it was more of Xbox and PlayStation together, and then you know, you guys know the story. Some of you are new, but when I first started, literally, like, when I first started doing YouTube, maybe because of the way my mannerism a little different. Like I said, I'm a street kid. You know, I'm from North New Jersey, Steppenwolf Projects. You know what I mean? This ain't no act. What you see is what you get, right? I put my flaws on Front Street. You know what I mean? Uh, I was right away. I was kind of accepted by the who's who on the curves or whatever of the game community. I've always rubbed shoulders with the upper echelon of YouTubers, down like to the rich USA's and bigger than him, than to whoever, you know. And we all, you know, we're not rich. Rich needs to be with us, but we all used. Hey, if you go, maybe I can find it. Go on Rich. Richie got some videos dissing me, like, you know what I mean. Let's go back and forth, fun times, right? I've always, you know, I mean, we all used to be together. Back then, we used to be on Skype. So when I say it was one Skype call, you had the Nintendo guys, Dr. Trey Shokyo, Nintendo Ultra, Mount Bear Zero. It's a couple of them cats. Let me tell you something. They're some weird dudes, man. They don't even curse, literally. You know what I mean? They don't even curse. I'm telling you, listen, I'm taking you down, remember, I'm telling you guys a true story. Then you had the Xbox and PlayStation guys, I guess, and PC guys. Oh, and then the Wii U came out. It wasn't doing too well. So then our Skype call kind of split. The Nintendo guys went one way, and everybody else stayed over here. So it wasn't really, when I started doing this, you know, it would happen. I heard about some guy named General MLD. I didn't even know they talked about video game consoles on YouTube. Like, I used to go to like GameSpot to get my what's it called, these console wars, the sister wars, going and get my, you know, popping shit back then. Hear me out. So like I said, you know, anything, if they had something to play, I don't know anything about that. It was way before my time. You know what I mean? So then, like I said, we all know about, you know, what happened at the Invisible. And I was really excited for PlayStation because they came out and showed some, I think Sony really came out and nailed it. People waited like 8 or 9 years to see new games. You know what I mean? What the next one, and they did that. You know what I mean? And Microsoft, even though they said that it was going to be a 2-part event, they just came out and told, which I got. But you're a hardcore gamer, took off work to see you unveil, and you guys talked about TV 90% of the time. So I understood what the backlash, the VC, all that shit came from. And it wasn't that people didn't like the TV features. It's just that they came there to see some games. Had they split this shit in half and half, wouldn't have been, oh, they could just wait at E3 or whatever the case. Or, you know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? So back then, I kind of noticed things wasn't fair. You know what I mean? I just felt like the Xbox didn't get a fair shake. You know, right away, you guys know, if you've been here, I went out and bought 2 Xbox Ones and 2 PS4s. I got one for my son, a PS4 and Xbox One for my son, and you know, for me. You know what I mean? So, you know, and then started, and I was be out there. Literally, I remember me doing videos. I bullshit you not. I would have like 7 likes and 5,000 dislikes. Like, I was crazy. Then then the rest of it I found crap. And actually, I met Showstopper. Real talk. I met Showstopper when the Xbox One came out and it launched. I got a party invite. He said, "Oh man, I'm a huge fan of you. Do this, that, and the other." I said, "Man, come on air with me. You know, that's how I am. You know, I really rock with those that rock with me. And I think a lot of you guys think that is something that I just say to be cool, but it's the truth. Like, you know what I mean, I ain't with the weirdo shit. You know what I mean, um, so anyway, so there you go. The next gen and this and that and BGST and everything that came after that. Kudos. And like I said, I'm very proud of the community because there was no listen, I didn't know one. There was no Xbox community. Like what you have now, Twitter and this and that, there was none. Like literally, I'm not just saying it. If there was one or some pro Xbox channels, I didn't know them. You know what I mean? I was on YouTube, being on YouTube the end of the year. I didn't see anything. It was like if you like the Xbox or whatever the case, they kind of kept that on the hush hush. They, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh fuck that. I was very vocal Xbox guy. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? And then I came up with the term Sony Pony, and if I was smart, I should have patented that shit. But neither here or there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you something. This community run around with a lot of my slogans. Listen, I didn't got smart. I'm gonna start patenting my shit, telling jokers the audio ain't matching their visuals. How many times you done heard that? That's some Seth Borton talk right there, Newark, New Jersey. I had what's my man name? Hip Hop Gamer. He's still in my bang bang. Start game some shit. What do you call it shit? What's this episode? Start gang some shit. Shots fired, bang bang. He was still in my shit. And somebody tried to argue me. No, that's some nah, nigga. That's some blood language we saying. What's banging, dumbo? That's some shit we say in the streets. But anyway, so I digress. It's neither here nor there. But it's cool. You know what I mean? Something they would never be able to take to me, whether you like me, love me, or whatever the case. I've contributed a lot to this community. You know what I mean? My opinions are my opinions. I can never be wrong about my opinion. But it is what it is, right? So this is not the first time, you know what I mean? Again, you know how you say, and I'm kind of using this is the first time it kind of went this bad as far as death threats and racial slurs. But I was kind of outcasted before when I was speaking out against, Fable. And I didn't understand this. Like, yo, do you guys understand that? Like, listen, they're not headed in the right direction. It's very unhealthy. We just lost a major IP at the time. You know what I mean? Then right after that, Scalebound. And I say this again, like, you know what I mean? They keep saying this. Some of you guys, I remember me actually calling Southbound. Shout out to Southbound. I'm like, yo, bro, we're not in a healthy spot, man. Before we just lost a major IP. Fable, Gears, Halo, and Forza. Those were the four major. We just lost one, and they just can't the studio. Like, yo, that's like Sony closing Sony Santa Monica. Like they, they wasn't making money. I said, well, listen, this real shit right here. This one I knew shit was kind of spooky. I said, listen, this is real shit, right? I said, comparing Rare to Lionhead, their body of work. I mean, real. What is Rare? Microsoft played the axis of $350 million for Rare back in the 6th generation. Rare has given us Perfect Dark, that 360 dog shit cameo, and Grabbed by the Ghoulies, maybe Vina Piana, and Connect Sports and Avatars. You know what I mean? Which is great. The Avatar stuff was very profitable. You know what I mean? Whereas Lion has given us Fable. If you could iconic friends, if you compare Fable to those games, like come on, like you know what I mean? Is maybe Sea of Thieves is the second coming of Jesus. I don't know. I've yet to play it, but that's neither here or there. And I think, and I'm gonna still say this again, by them closing them, I don't think that's the answer. Now they said that Phil had a boss, Terry Myerson. But here's the thing: even with the Microsoft, with the Xbox, with the cancellations, and I always said, I'm like, yo, what are they doing? And when when they bought Nokia, it was for their patents or whatever the hell, you know what I mean? Because Microsoft makes a lot of money off Google, the Android, iOS. Microsoft got their hands in all types of shit, but it's not about Microsoft's money. And they bought some of those guys, some of the execs boards. I'm sorry, some of them execs on board. You know what I mean? It was somewhat rumored. The guy told me, saying Terry Myers supposedly wasn't a big fan of the Xbox, whatever the case, right? And I remember me saying this back then. I would rather Microsoft spin off the Xbox division and let them stand on their own and let them gamble on themselves. Because at the time, I don't know what they're worth now. The entertainment division, which the Xbox at the time fell up under, I don't know what it falls up, but was worth like $24 billion, more money than Sony and Nintendo. Let them go out there and gamble on themselves. And to be clear of this, and I shout out to Mighty Moss, I didn't think about this. The reason why the 360 was so great, hear me out. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's not that Microsoft was known for turning out the biggest exclusives. Hear me out with this, you know what I mean? They, before Gears was even theirs, they had Halo and they had Forza under their belt and Fable. Gears wasn't there. Microsoft had great second-party deals. You know, let me show you guys something. I got it over here. I was just looking at that. Oh, here we go. Hold on one second. Games like this were exclusive. You know what I mean? Games like this, second party deals, BioShock, you know, the Mass Effect, you know, Too Human, Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon. They had great second party deals when you had all those exclusives. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Even Gears of War, you know, my Epic was making that before Microsoft bought the IP from Epic this generation. You know what I mean? And they went away from that this generation. Okay, hear me out. My sister-in-law cat's here. I don't know if you can see her on my desk. My sister-in-law staying here for 2 weeks, right? And she's staying here for 2 weeks. Shut up. She don't like animals at all. She's fighting with my dog. Anyway, she's staying here for 2 weeks. Sidebar, I'm sorry. So, you know what I mean? And they went away from that. They said the money, the budget was, I don't know. You know what I mean? Then, you know, people arguing about what makes money for Microsoft, what so. I'm like, this guy's like, what the? You know how crazy you sound right now arguing about who made what money? Ain't none of that shit going in your pocket. Now, if you don't get me wrong, I've done videos talking about Sony hasn't turned a profit in 9 years and, you know, and out there selling buildings and factory machines. Yeah, I'm guilty of that, but it's all for fun and entertainment. All right. Hey, what's up, Missy? All for fun. Well, come say hi, everybody. Wow, come say hi. If I'm talking about, come say hi, Monius. So you know, all for just entertainment. But really, you think I care what Microsoft? So they ain't none of my business, man. Hey, the camera, you can see right now. Look, come on, we're in this one. This is my sister-in-law. How old are you, Missy? 20 what?
27.
God damn, man, you was a little ass girl. 20. You be 30 in 3 years?
Yeah.
Jesus, old head. You know what I mean? So, you know, it wasn't really about that, you know, going forward, you know what I mean? So maybe I gave myself a little bit more credit. And I after this, I'm going forward to other stuff. Like I got a bunch of other content I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm going to start giving these guys 2 seconds of fame. I just think it's crazy, you know, that the Xbox community, how you say, eat their babies they own, you know? And I'm, you know, some people call me the Godfather and all that. I ain't with all, you know what I mean? It's cool. You know, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And the same thing I told you guys with those next generation consoles and stuff is that, and I didn't get any credit for that. You know, it wasn't the IGNs, the Kotakus, or the Dual Shockers of the Eurogame. It was this little dog shit channel right here. Me telling you guys that these. I remember I started talking about it, and I heard about it in December of 2015. I started talking about it in about January, and I think maybe it was Kotaku started talking about it in February. And you know, I was this crazy black guy that drinking 2020 Mad Dog in St. Ives. I ain't know what the hell I was talking about. I even had them jokers on BJ's and my dudes, though. They argued me down. Crap old grumpy ass. No, I don't want this. No, it would never happen. Microsoft's gonna kill. Like, what are you talking? What the fuck is you guys? This is business. And then these my dude too. You know what I mean? Because I asked the question. I was like, you know, what has Phil given us? You know, to make a lot of you guys sing his praise. And I don't have a problem with Phil. I'm just keeping it real. They always call me a Donnie D fanboy, but I look at you guys when you guys name these games. Every game that you name has came from Donnie D. You know what I mean? Literally, it's came from Donnie D. Well, Phil had to close the power. No, that doesn't happen by chance at the start of the generation, right? That was already in the works. That just is something they just cat crazy. That's not just something they said we're gonna do. You know what I mean? And then because I even like when I was doing my damage control, remember I had my man DirectX talking about they had the double stack GPU. And listen, I'm not the biggest tech guy, but I didn't understand how Microsoft could spend down at $1.4 billion and Sony spend $400 million and walk away with the beefier console. Come to find out that covered multiple SoC systems on the chip. You know what I mean? In 2012, Donnie D greenlighted the money, allocated the money for the Xbox One X. You know what I mean? Fact. So I'm asking again, you know what I mean? What has Phil given us? So if his legacy was to end today, boom, God forbid my man passed away from a stroke, whatever, passed out on the toilet taking a shit like Elvis, whatever, right? On his tombstone, as him being the boss of Xbox, you gonna have Voodoo Vince, Phantom Dust, Original Assets, Disney Russ, Zoo fucking Tycoon. You know what I mean? I understand Phil's a great guy, you know, and I'm not negating that. You know, I don't know him personally, but he's always been 100 with me. You know what I mean? Always been genuine. He don't really answer my questions like I asked him. I remember again, I see everybody jumping out and talking about these services. Like I said, next Jimmy would be upset ahead of the curve. Everybody right now is I'm gonna do a video about this tomorrow. Everybody's panicking about this cloud and is gaming gonna become a service. I asked Phil that very same question back in 2015. My right hand to God. Me and Warrior, maybe if I'm not so lazy, I got a dog shit memory. Me and Warrior, shout out to Warrior, did a video about that, talking about that. Was it E3? I believe it was E3, around E3 2015. You know, Sony with the PS Now, and how much money they can make putting PS Now, because that's when I got my first 4K TV. I'm sorry, it was in 2014. I got my first 4K TV in 2014, and I had the PlayStation Now. You can play the exclusives on the set, and then I had another Sam when I got a Samsung TV. It was up there too, so it was like I didn't even, that was none of my arguments. I don't even need a PlayStation to play PlayStation exclusive. And I told people then that you're gonna start to see some PS4 exclusives up there. Doesn't make a difference, but shall I digress? And it's gonna come. We had this conversation back in like 2014, 2015, and I asked Phil this. I said, Phil, is my preferred platform of choice to become a service? Now, like a true politician, Phil didn't answer he answered my question without answering my question. Neither here nor there. Shout out to my brother Von Lamont. He said Xbox 448 said Sea of Thieves was going over to Fortnite on Twitch. I doubt that very seriously. With Drake just not playing it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I doubt that very seriously. And again, and not that I don't really care for the art styles of Sea of Thieves, but it's I think, with my opinion, I would have liked it a little better if it looked like more like Skull and Bones, that Ubisoft game. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of Rare. I've always said that I'm not a huge fan of Rare. Like, what makes you now? I'm not even a big fan of Halo. What made me an Xbox fan? I'm gonna say this again. Xbox Live. The first thing. What made me an Xbox fan was the fact, that I really, because I was a PlayStation guy, and it's crazy because I've always liked the Sega better than Nintendo. I'm sorry, take you down memory lane. For those that want to know, I've always been a gamer, but not like I know. I'm more or less in the loop now. I walked inside. Was EBX game. I was in Short Hills Mall. I was inside Nordstrom's or something, buying probably some Prada sneakers or whatever the hell I was buying back in like 96 or whatever the hell, 95. And I think 95 I got the console. And I walked into EBX Games, and I don't know what made me choose the PlayStation over the Sega. I didn't even know they had new consoles out. I just walked into the store. Back then Sony was the modern day Apple, but I was always a Sega fan. And I bought the PlayStation then. I got the RF unit. Remember that you could play it on channel 3, you know what I mean? Because I don't know what the hell. I had a big 32-inch TV back then. Back then that was big shit. And I bought about 6 games, Tekken and Ridge Racer and all that shit there, Wipeout. Then like a month later, I went and got the Sega Saturn. Like I've always had multiple consoles, but shall I digress, right? That made me, so I was more of a PlayStation guy, especially when they had got a couple Street Fighter games. I remember I had got me a Japanese PlayStation. Sorry. And you had to, make a long story short. And shout out to my people downtown at Video Game World. They would hook me up with all of the, they wasn't in English, but my man would give me directions how to start the game and write them down for me. But shall I digress? Anyway, so, what made me go with the PlayStation? So I was always a PlayStation guy. And then the OG Xbox came out. And again, I didn't even know Microsoft was making a console. I ain't know about no Windows and Microsoft. No, I'm a joker from the hood. And how I got my Xbox, I'm in the hood, true story, I'm out there selling smack. They used to call me smack. I'm out there selling some dope. White boy pull up in the station wagon with a credit card. We go to Toys R Us. I'm going in, I'm going there and say, what the hell is that Max Payne and all this? I got me an Xbox. Well, give me this. I don't know what the hell. I knew Microsoft. I see this big X. I bought the console. But when I was able to go home and put a CD in there, a mixtape CD, and I was able to rip it to the hard drive, that was it. I had 1,000 CDs on my stashed on my hard drive. And then it was reckless. I was playing, then Xbox Live. Like I told you guys, I was a beta tester for Xbox Live. I was sitting in the back of the magazine. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? And ever since then, it was Fable, Xbox Live, and the fact that I can put music CDs and rip them. And Jade Empire, that I was done. Knights of the Old Republic 2, Xbox got through and through. You know what I mean? So I said it to say this. You know what I mean? I've always owned all the consoles though. Even the GameCube. You know, I always owned everything because I didn't like to go into a store and not be able to want to place it. It just means still like that to the day. You know what I mean? I buy everything. You know, I don't want to like something I want to play like them ain't gonna play. You know what I mean? Anyway, so those conversations I was having back then. You know what I mean? Like I've always been. Like I've always told you guys this since I've been doing this. I've always rubbed shoulders with the upper echelon of YouTubers. Even I remember, listen, true story. I had maybe about 37 subscribers. I'm in Skype call, true story, with editors at Bag. I'm not gonna say their name because I don't even speak. I don't have a problem with the guy, but I don't even speak to him anymore. But it's neither here or there. He don't need to get caught up in my shit. A chief editor at one of those gaming magazines. They used to watch my videos. That's why I came with to say, hey, listen. And he didn't want to explain it to me like this. He said, you'd be surprised now who watches you guys' videos because before you had these companies would pay Michael Pachter or whoever, Nielsen, millions of dollars to go out there and collect data from survey. Now they can go to YouTube and see everyday people like myself and what we think about their product. This is just the truth. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And then, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, I've met people, you know what I mean? And again, look, on this channel here, talking about, you know, question mind check. Who was the first person in the goddamn gaming community and industry told you guys about the DirectX 12? Me. I was talking about DirectX 12, a bullshit you not, in December of 2013. Microsoft didn't announce it to GDC 2014, and that it was coming to the Xbox One. I don't know if you guys remember Icy Rhythm and all them, you know what I mean? They all went on this hate campaign to me and this, that, I don't know what I'm talking about. Rich is my man. Rich is the other, DirectX 12 was not going to do nothing for the Xbox One. You can't. Everyone had these videos about it. And I said then, I'm not saying that I'm the smartest guy, but I said maybe it's not a hardware thing, it's a software thing. I said if you think about it, Microsoft's not going to invest billions of dollars into a new API, and when their new console just came out, it didn't make any sense to me. And also, I was told that it was coming too, you know what I mean? But once he brought it down to me, and the rest is like, oh, okay, because I know business, basic business 101. Doesn't make anything sense financially, right? Cool. Not saying I was an industry because I ain't claim to be in. I ain't with all that corny shit. Some people, shout out to my man, what's his name? Turat, the Sony quote unquote PSA. That's what everybody's going around with this slogan. He's a Sony insider. Remember that shit on Neil Gavin? Hey, I don't care about none of that shit, man. You know, care about none of that shit. It's not. I don't care. Literally, I don't care. I don't. Real talk. I don't care about interviewing developers and I don't even watch it. Listen, I don't even watch those interviews. I think they're very boring. Like I'm being wrong. Even when I did, you know, BGST and I had that square, you know what I mean? The Aaron Greenberg. You know, I'm a loyal guy. I'm gonna tell you guys a true story. I don't think I ever told this story public. I know I haven't. Aaron Greenberg was supposed to come on BGST. Well, it started before then. It was either Aaron Greenberg or it was Respawn Entertainment. One of those guys was supposed to come on BGST first. We were like the first podcast on this side of YouTube. Xbox podcast, you know what I mean? And I remember telling Crap, don't say anything about it. You know what I mean? Don't say anything about it. Because literally, back then, you know, Crap was getting a lot of hate for being racist or whatever. Whatever, Crap had one of his meltdowns. I'll be honest with him. I'm going to keep it all the way a buck. I done been through some shit with them guys. You know what I mean? Crap and well, me and Crap's been in the longest. Show doesn't really do the show. I done been through some shit with them guys. Laughed together, cried together. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. Even if there were a problem, I'm gonna keep. We're not as tight as we all used to be. You know what I mean? And it's cool. You know what I mean? Everybody, how you say, get their entourage. You know what I mean? But when we didn't have anything, it was just us. We were much more cohesive unit. You know, we didn't. You know, and at the end of the day, but it's cool. You know what I mean? I think it's dope. The avenue that Crap, you know, built for himself, whoever. You know what I mean? But I remember, like, before the MPD would come out, I'm gonna go back to the story. Me and Crap would get together, like, yo, man, how we gonna damage control this shit here? All right, bet. Like, those were fun times for me. Like, that was really, really fun. Before all the bullshit, you know what I mean? Not saying anybody has any egos, but shit, you know, you got your own shit. Like, it is, people have lives. But like I said, I'm very proud of. I've always said that. You know what I mean? You should have more videos, more subscribers than Crap. I'm gonna tell you, listen, I'm gonna go back to the story. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've never really gave a fuck, excuse my French, about YouTube. It's never really been that serious to me. You gotta realize I didn't get an intro literally to about 5-6 months ago. You know, guys who know me, Next Gen, I didn't have no mic or nothing. I would turn my cell phone sideways, which is sort of that I've always like I never really, put an effort into any of my videos and gameplay. And I just started doing that shit OBS shit this year. You know what I mean? Learned a lot within the Discord. You know what I mean? Just always kept it very simple. Going back to what I was saying, you know what I mean? And I told Crap, not to say anything. Just have the show. You know what I mean? Now we gotta go. Don't say anything. And at the time, also you had the Tick podcast. I remember Phil went on the Tick podcast. The Tick podcast back then. Shout out to that. I just spoke to my man yesterday too. I remember they got the Phil Spencer interview or whatever. And I didn't even know the dude was black until I spoke to him. He was like I said, I always follow everybody back. I was friends with him on Xbox, didn't even know it. And that was big for the community for us back. He got Phil Spencer, one of those little podcasts. Some of you guys maybe know I'm taking you down memory lane. You know what I mean? And then of course people try to make the rivalry between the Tick podcast and I always wanted BGST to be different because we're a little bit more raunchy, we know a little bit more reserved, we say what we want off the cuff, and that's how more like some Howard Stern type shit. But hear me out. So I'm telling you guys all the business today. So I told Crap not to say anything. Don't say nothing. Just wait and do it or whatever. Well, I don't know if I did or maybe I told him after. If I'm saying it wrong, it was so long ago, I forgot. I don't know if I told him beforehand. I know about damn sure told him after not to say anything, just do the show because of the hate. And just back then when I first got on Twitter, they had this whole thing about me being homophobic. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Where I'm from, and this is the truth, you know what I mean? But we call each other faggots and shit all the time. You know what I mean? That's just the way that we talk. You know what I mean? And we're not talking about anybody's sexual orientation. We're talking about go sit down. What do you want? Go sit down. We're not talking about anybody's sexual. We're just talking about what you can't fight or you understand what I'm saying? So before I started calling them Wii U weirdos, and I got everybody saying weirdos in the community too. Before I used to call them Wii U weirdos, I'm sorry, before I used to call them Wii U homos and shit. And I remember I said in one of my videos, and this one guy, I guess he might have been part of the LG. All this shit is new to me, right? The LGBT thing. I remember I just got on Twitter. I just started doing my stuff on Facebook. I had maybe like 30 followers on Twitter and shit, you know what I mean? Because I didn't realize at the time that social media, everything was connected. I was all about Facebook. And they would say, get on Twitter, get on Twitter, get on Twitter. I always had a Twitter account because you got this achievement inside of Guitar Hero back when 360 was sharing something on Twitter, and another 5 was sharing something on Facebook. That's why I always had those, but never used them, never used social media. Long story short. So I get on, I remember I wake up in the morning, I go to check my Twitter, and the Xbox community was small. I literally had 80,000 tweets up there, and people, and listen, it was so real. I had, you get the little Easter egg. I had the little Easter egg for a month. That was my avatar. I didn't have no picture, nothing. Right? True story, right? I'm homophobic and this, that, and the other. They took it because I said homo. I'm like, huh? That's just the way that we talk. Like, you know what I mean? And I had to be conscious of that. That's saying, like, you know what I mean? That maybe that might be offensive to some people. And this where I'm from, we come from 2 different walks of life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm giving you guys all the gossip here. You know what I mean? And turn that down, Maya. Maybe, and again, so that's why I stopped using it on air or whatever. You know what I mean? I never thought, because I don't care what you into. Ain't none of my business. What you doing? But I had people on my timeline. You don't think gay people can get married? You don't think gay people can adopt children? I mean, what the hell? Like, huh? What the, like, you know what I mean? And you know what was the first person out there before I don't wake up in the morning. True story, man. The first person out there fighting for me in that comment section was Scrap Gamer. Real shit. You know what I mean? Crap, we talked about one time, you know what I mean? So also, you know what I mean? Because when Crap used to have those people say, he was on Twitter talking about fried chicken and stuff, I will go out there and defend him. It's not gonna look like I'm just one, like, I ain't racist. I got this one black friend right here. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't know that it was the Crap Gamer, bullshit not, was out there defending my ass on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? This is a true fucking story. I'm loyal. I'm a loyal dude, 10 toes down, man. Sometimes I'm too loyal, but that's just me. That's that. I said that's a chink in my armor. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'm more loyal to people than they are to me, but neither here. If it don't apply, let it fly. All right, you guys can enjoy the. So some people, oh man, you up to taking up for that racist and stuff. I never paid crap as being racist. Like, you know what I mean? We've always, don't get me wrong. If you didn't know us and you read some of our tweets or whatever the case, you might think that but it's just us, just the way that we talk, and we always talk. You know what I mean? Amongst each other. I just never pegged him like that. When I met Crap, in real life, you go, I don't Crap still has those videos private. I'm sorry, have them open. But if you go back and you look at Crap's older content, you know what I mean? He was on some Mr. Rogers type shit. Like, you wouldn't even, Crap was, you think how Colt Eastwood is like rated PG-13. Crap was worse than that. Crap was like literally Teletubbies. I said, nah, man, you know what I mean? You got to do it like this, that, and the other. And we started to say, all right, boom, started rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? You know, so again, I think I'm proud of the avenue in the lane that he's, you know, we don't rock and speak. No, so we don't rock and speak as much as we used to. But kudos, you know what I mean? You know, nothing but all due respect. You know what I mean? But he, you know what I mean, like he really went out there with the bat for me when he didn't have to. But anyway, told him not to say anything. So the next day, and I remember they was doing like this tour. They was coming to BGS first. And this is how we kind of fell up with Kid Smooth. I understand it, but it's neither here nor there. Water under the bridge, it is. You know what I mean? I guess Kid Smooth, they was going Kid Smooth channel first, but Kid Smooth got mad. They're not gonna come to, no one's gonna watch my channel after they see it on BGS. Like literally. Then I think it was Anchorman V and one of them guys sent them some tweets of crap talking about fried chicken. It was racist and I'm homophobic. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like this shit was wild. So they didn't come. I didn't care anyway. But you know, that meant a lot to, I think Warrior was a little upset about it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care about talking like to developers, but cool. You know what I mean? Then Aaron Greenberg was gonna come on, you know what I mean? Then, you know, or something. Because I'm still okay with Aaron and follow each other on Twitter and shit. I think we do. Let me check. I don't, you know what I mean? You know, I've been on my Microsoft rant lately. Let me check. I don't want to put my foot. We're gonna do this live on air. I don't even know. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but hold on one second. We're gonna have some fun with this. He might unfollow. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, let's see. Hold up. What's the guy's name? Let me share my screen with you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna come to the second part of the story. Hold on one second. Present to everybody. Hold on one second. All right, let me see. They used to follow me, you know what I mean? But you know, I've been on my Aaron Greenberg. There you go. Does he still follow me? Oh yeah, he follows me still. All right. Was gonna come on the show and then I ain't gonna show y'all personal tweets between y'all. I ain't gonna do that. But and you know, and then like something came out that they didn't want to, because Microsoft has a PR team. You know what I mean? They have a PR team, and if you know me, I've never said anything on Twitter. Like I normally I'm just retweeting you guys or sending you guys. I don't really tweet the execs anything, so it's never been nothing that I've done. So when BGST got this toxic or they're toxic, this, that, and the other, it's never been behind something that I've done. Like I don't do anything, but I'm loyal. I'm loyal. I'm a loyal dude. You know what I mean? 10 toes down. You know what I mean? Okay, thank you very much. I'm a real loyal dude, you know what I mean? Rock them. So if they couldn't be a part of it, I didn't want to be a part of it. That's just me. It is what it is. This is years ago. You know what I mean? I'm giving you guys some of the lost tapes. I got a bunch of stories to tell. You know what I mean? And that went that. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? I just ain't like they was gonna give us some official information. So you know what I mean? I always looked at those shows like me and Brain boring. I would let someone else watch them and tell me what was the keynotes, and then I do a video about it. The guys on the show, like, I don't want to hear about that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, right? Rocking and rolling, and I can't tell you this one, but we done turn this shit into story time. You know what I mean? So, you know, people say, you know, well, you feel that you should have more than this person. No, I should have what I have. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna say this, and not to be, you know, racist or anything like that. You know, it was by design, but me, like I said, I'm, you know, very smart to this. Like I always tell you guys that sometimes the smartest motherfucker in the room is to be the person that you think is the dumbest. By chance of, hey, you guys go out in the front, you know what I mean? Because be real, most people on YouTube sometimes watch who they can more relate to. And the farthest thing from the truth, a lot of people think that, hey, next gen may be uneducated or whatever. Like I'm smart as hell. Like a lot of you motherfuckers don't even know this. Like, you know what I mean? Been to college and ain't goddamn thing. You know what I mean? You know, don't ever get it confused or contorted that this is because I may talk with a slang or sometimes with some four-letter words that I can't articulate myself. You know what I mean? I just it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm just me. This is just no, not saying this. It's not that I can't have an educated conversation without cursing, but fine. I could have been probably wouldn't pop. You know what I mean? But that's not my thing. Hear me out. So you guys go to the front, do the thing, and we're gonna rock and roll, and we're gonna form BGST, and boom. Then you guys go off and do your brand and build and still bring back to the thing of BGST. You know what I mean? Just keep rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? Happened with Mooch, very unfortunate, but he came back and wanted to do his own thing. And then, it is what it is. I don't, you don't owe me anything. He doesn't want to do it, and I ain't in the business kissing nobody's ass. Not saying that I have a problem with him, but I don't know. And maybe in his mind, from where they think maybe, BGST would, I don't know. That's neither here nor there. May have been the reason, but I mean, I guess they what do you call it? When it, hey, stop it, cats. May have been the reason he got doxxed or whatever. Mooch. I mean, shout out to him. I think Mooch. Actually, Mooch. I'm sorry, Crap brought Mooch along. You know what I mean? But I think right after John Doe left. You know what I mean? And it's cool. You know what I mean? They're doing the Mooch. They got the MCC and they got this crossfire thing. Like I always thought that was dope. That we all go out and do our individual thing and come back and do what we do. You know what I mean? I always thought that was ill. You know what I mean? And then I got the new thing. This is one thing with me, and even how I was another story. How I am in the street. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta pay the bills. I'm sorry, I come pay the bills. How I am in the streets, right? You know, if I was out, I'm a street dude. You know what I mean? Go out there get all the money, right? I've always been good at what I do. I'm a hustler, right? If I go to Jamaica, I want everybody to go to Jamaica. You know what I mean? That's just how I am as a person. You know what I mean? So what a lot of other YouTubers don't do what I do. Bring other people on their platform and let them shine. You know what I mean? I do a lot of those different other shows, not so much for me. You know what I mean? Because I can my entertain by my dance up and keep it moving, keep rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? So like, look, you look at the multiplayer. I'll let them guys go out there. If you didn't see it yesterday probably the best show ever on multiplayer. You know what I mean? Let them come, everybody come out there and do their shine. You know what I mean? And grow the audience. Like look at D. I took D out of the comment section. He's out there doing his tech thing and cool. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And that's what I do. And I got to thinking with the broadband bullies. Like with me, I'm gonna be honest with them. One thing that I am guilty of, I have 1,001 ideas and I'm be goat mouth. I just will never do them. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I'm guilty of is that. You know what I mean? Like I everything. You know what I mean? Listen, and I'm not taking credit for anybody's uh 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 success, but anything you see extension that came from this here, I have my hands in it some way or another. You know what I mean? It's the truth. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, my man, hold on. I just got a donation. I'm sorry, I'm gonna read your thing right there. My man here, merch production. Shout out for the $10 donation. I appreciate it, good brother. He didn't have a comment, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. So, boom. You know, they got now the broadband bullies. I'm talking about a whole bunch of other shit now, but the broadband bullies, you know what I mean? And even within that group, you know what I mean? Constantly creating, you know what I mean? I met some very cool cats, probably friends for life, like Post Up, Ray. And it's crazy. Post Up got all the talent where you guys love Post. But he would not go out there and make his goddamn video. Post Ray just come on and just do that. You know what I mean? Post is just fine, happy with having a bunch of people that know him on Xbox Live. Post is dope, very talented. You know what I mean? Very, very talented. You know what I mean? He does music, the audio, and all that sound. I mean, Post is dope. Then you got the Maslin. I was telling Maz. Maz is doing more or less like the Maz is another funny. And mind you, everybody has a great sense of humor. They funny as hell. I could never show you our guys chat. When I say that we go hard hiking, we cut up. You guys know I like to cut up. They're probably just funnier, or just as or funnier than me. They cut up. You know what I mean? Once you become comfortable in front of the mic, you know what I mean? Oh, shout out my man Thomas Frank. I'm just not seeing the $2. Thank you, brother. I'm just not seeing it. You know what I mean? Very talented. You know what I mean? Post doesn't care about making videos. When video posts, you know what I mean? When your next video post don't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I said, then they got the Maslin. Maslin got, Maslin got a great job in career, you know what I mean? So he's not able to do a bunch of videos. But I tell them, and even with Garrett, you know what I mean? He has a great career, you know what I mean? Financially. All those guys, have good jobs and whatever. I'm the only bum ass nigga, right? That, you know what I mean? So, it's not as important to them, you know what I mean? But as a new YouTuber, you guys can take this right here. As a new YouTuber, right? And myself, you know what I mean? And sometimes I went now I'm working now, like I'm not busting my ass, but I'm having fun doing it. A new channel, you should put out content every day. I don't care if you got to turn your phone sideways and whatever. And even if you see 1,000 people talking about that very same said topic, what happens? You're going to build up your own following or whatever the case may be, and they are going to come to your channel just for your opinion. You know what I mean? Like I said, King's Blood Gaming, dope. You know what I mean? The master, look, and shout out to King's Blood Game. He gave me my first videos. Even I had a Mac and all that shit. My video was in Vegas and shit. Showed me how to do like them intros and shit. They make like literally, like, you know what I mean? And thought it was dope. You know what I mean? And what's dope? Know what's crazy about those guys right there? Real shit. I'm telling you a true story. You know what I mean? And that's a bunch of, you got Neethus. You guys know Neethus. You got Moss. You got J Wax. It's a bunch of very talented people. But especially these four here, is that they don't care about being in the front. They're so much like myself. They want me to shine more than they did something. That's how I am. Go out there, listen, bro. Go out there and do your thing. Move out, push to the front. They don't give a fuck about all that. You know what I mean? It's like the gift and the curse. You know what I mean? Listen, trust me. If they, put it. I got sick last year. I had the bad car accident, which I'm still, getting over. And you guys see the part of my face. You know what I mean? So my next thing had a stroke. Like, nah, I got your car accident hit my head. You know what I mean? Like the whole right side of my face was paralyzed. I ain't no sense of taste, no sense of smell, or nothing. Like I was going through it, and I had the tumor removed from my shoulder and shit, my collarbone. Like last year was deadly for your boy. You know what I mean? Neither here nor there. So that kind of put me like a little back. You know what I mean? With far as the Broadband Bullies, and we made the Patreon. You know what I mean? And everybody invest into it or whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, very, like I said, with those guys, they're very, very talented. And, they like friends for life. You know what I mean? Like very, like listen. Like I said, just going back to what I'm saying about the attacks and all that shit. I don't give a fuck, man. Like I'm a street dude. Like you don't worry about some motherfucking Oklahoma. Somebody gonna knock me the fuck out. Like I want this. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm matured and I've grown a lot. But hear me out. Make no excuse. Your boy still got a lot of nigga in him. You know what I mean? Like I'm being honest. I've grown a lot and all that shit here. I still got a lot. I'm with the shits. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? They ain't claiming to be the fuck. I ain't probably the toughest, but I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like for real. I just think it's funny as hell that I'm getting all these threats and all shit over my opinion of something that should make Microsoft better. Because I guarantee you this same thing I said, when they argued me down, I said that Halo, 343 Studios should be making something big as that studio is. It, with over 500 members, probably more than that, way more than Naughty Dog. You know what I mean? And I'm not even buying the fact that Naughty Dog is more talented. That they can't be making another AAA game outside of fucking Halo. And shout out to my brother, my man, Terabyte Gaming. Let me tell you the truth. I was about to story. I spoke to him. You know how real I am. I spoke to him, I think, on YouTube. I gave him my number. He called me. I haven't spoken to him. I think he's from Arizona. Spoke to him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, word is born. You can come rock out with me. You know what I mean? My number. I'll give a lot of you guys my actual number. It's crazy as hell. Like, I don't like to, do sometimes they come back and bite me in my ass. Like, now you got jokers calling my phone, they're going to kill me and all that weird shit on Facebook. But, and sometimes, like I said, you make myself too accessible. Like I said, I never wanted to put a wall between myself or my subscribers. You know what I mean? And, I ain't never charged somebody to play with me, and I ain't with all that shit, man. Come rock out with your boy. You know what I mean? Thanks for supporting the smaller channels and giving us a platform. Before I had 1K subs, you hit me up and invited me on your shows. Look, I didn't even read this comment. And I was just telling the conversation that I had with him on the phone. I was seeing, I seen his channel, leaving comments, and and I said, check things like, you dope. You know what I mean? I think, and again, not to say that YouTube is oversaturated with a bunch of channels, because they are. You know what I mean? And not everybody's going to be successful. Not everybody's going to have 100,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers. I don't know how many fucking subscribers I got, but you know what I mean? It's all about entertainment at the end of the day. Entertaining and putting on for your city, and I mean not putting on your city, but just entertainment. We all talk about the same stories, the same rumors. You know what I mean? But what happens is after a while, Alex Escobar, my dude, and he's another one. Listen, let me tell you something, right? Alex is a very, very funny guy. But people, I lost 6 subscribers because of Alex. Next year, I'm not coming on your show. The channel I'm unsubscribed to Alex. People can't. That's why I should have knew then it was a problem. And maybe I should have put my foot down. That, well, why do you even mess with Porter Rock? Porter Rock's a pony. As long as someone doesn't disrespect my family, my kids, we're just talking about video. I don't have a problem. Listen, Porter Rock, prime example. Porter Rock. I met Porter Rock on Twitter. Porter Rock had 2 followers and was following 1,500 people. He used to be popping this shit onto me on Twitter, this, that, and the other. You guys know I got a great sense of humor. I like to laugh. As long as you don't say no disrespectful shit about none of that, but we can hike all day. You know what I mean? We can. I like the cut up. I like the joke. I said, you know what, nigga, you talking that shit? Bring your ass to the multiplayer. We back. I used to call it the Xbox versus ponies. You know what I mean? Before, like, you know, I used to go out to do the debates. I stopped doing them because, listen, I used to be out there taking niggas' heads off with the hockey stick, bro. People start wanting to debate me. So when I would, even when I would, I'm telling you, shout out to Jabari. He should just sign up for the Patreon too, man. And I mean, Jabari's another one. The only one that will go back and forth me, and now someone's give me a run for my money, was Jabari. People don't like to lose. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I can argue someone down about the TurboGrafx 16 being better than the Xbox. It's my opinion. You ain't gonna change my opinion. You know, you know what I mean? I had maybe like 150 subscribers. I went out there and probably not even that, and debated Blackbuster Critic. Now he got everybody to debate on his channel, but that one. When I took his head over, I got it on my channel. I recorded it from iMovie Maker. However, I did some getaway, but that's on my channel. You know, if you want, you know, black, you know, what I mean, took his head off with the hockey stick. Like I was out there, and people stopped wanting to debate me. You know what I mean? And hip hop gamer, like this little nigga hit dangerous. They didn't want to give me the come up. You know what I mean? So I had to tone it down a bit. You know, make it be kind of even, and when to keep bringing people back because people wasn't doing with me no more. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I can trust me. I can sell sand in Saudi Arabia, bro. I can do it. I can sell ice cubes to a motherfucking Eskimo. I got the hustle them, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But anyway, make a long story short. So, you know, entertainment, everybody, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You find your own grit. And again, I never really did this for views or anything. This is the truth. I'm not just saying this to say it's because I did something that I enjoyed doing that I had maybe at the time 50 people, 100 people. Mike, go sit down and close the curtain. Talking about. That would actually come here and watch my content or interact with me. Listen, when I say I stumbled upon this community, looking at you, I literally stumbled upon this community, and Shokyo was the first. Let me guess, Shokyo was the first video I seen. I don't even know how it popped up on my YouTube thing. I would just look at music videos and UFO shit, right? Maya, you stop talking so loud, please. Thank you. So you know, that was the first, like I said, the video I seen, and then it blew my mind. I remember I said, I'm gonna do this. I remember I had got Street Fighter versus what the hell you call that game? Street Fighter versus Tekken, right? I had got it like 2 weeks early, right? You know, you go to the hood. I said I had a video of me playing for my cell phone, and that got like 80 views. And we just talking, but like my first video was horrible. Fired my camera up, like anybody here but just me. I was like humming, like Ralph Cram, like god damn. But the more that you do it, you know what I mean? Talking to you guys, some of you guys may have just want to get into it. The more that you do it, the easier it becomes. Like it's nothing becoming cameras. It's like I don't have a problem, you know, just sitting just and rock. And listen, I'm gonna tell you this too. You know what I mean? Like I would rather go live and interact with you guys and actually do a video. This means more intimate. Pause. No. That I get to rock out because whether you like me or love it, I like this. Like it's nothing. I'm not saying I'm going to go away from me doing actually pre-recorded because I have about 10 of them that I didn't even release yet. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go on just like Tupac, I do like 10 videos, right? And then but then I start doing live streaming and talking to you guys like, damn, I haven't put it out today, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean I start throwing some because I have also too, I got some interviews that I've done. Like I just gave you guys one with Rich for Tech USA, but to the Patreon people, you know what I mean? That exclusive. Maybe I may make them, but just put them up there. Like tomorrow, you guys gonna have the exclusive show. So it's a debate, you know what I mean? Surprise, dope shit, you know what I mean? For you guys, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jay Wags. He's another one too, though, man. Jay Wags, Ray. I don't know how the fuck I found Jay Wags. Somebody sent me. I don't know if I sent it or I found it. Because normally, honestly, truth, when I'm on YouTube, I don't be looking at no video game shit, man. I'll be looking at some documentaries and shit. You know what I mean, I'm a big history buff. You know what I mean? So I don't even know how the hell I found Jay Wags. You know what I mean? And like that's the rant, the Xbox rant. And him like, what the fuck is this, Larry? Very talented guy, man. Very, very talented. Very talented. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough to surround myself with a bunch of talented people too. Nigga, I introduced you to the P Reapers of the world. You know what I mean? And shout out to P Reaper. He out there doing his own thing, man. You know what I mean? And they want me to make a video dissing. I ain't with all that shit, man. Anybody know it, man? T Reaper ain't playing with a full deck. And T Reaper went out there and said some racist shit. People said, what you talking about? We all white in here, right? I said, man, you get the fuck out of here. I ain't doing no video about no T Reaper, man. You know what I mean? I don't be with all that shit, man. Like he said, just doing shit for views. Like, you know what I mean, with that drama shit. But anyway, like I said, shout out to my brother Alex Escobar, Sony guy. But like I said, I don't mind. I will work with anybody. You know, look at Black Baron. I've known. Listen, I'm gonna say this again. When I first started doing YouTube, Black Baron was fucking. I'm a little link down here. Let's say a celebrity, but Black Baron was huge. I don't know how many subscribers he got. Black Baron did this one video about the World Cup. Let me see. Black Baron rants about World Cup, right? That shit was like viral, and it was like on the Jay Leno show and all this shit right here. They were talking about it. But Baron a funny cat, you know what I mean? Even though he a weirdo, you know what I mean? So he was like big shit when I first started doing it. He got a video right here. Baron funny as hell, you know what I mean? Nephew, like I said, I'll work with anybody, you know. But say, well, I think I should have known was a problem then. Like, Daniel, how you do a show with Porter Rock? He be dissing the Xbox. He be dissing this. Hello? And Maya, go outside. Your mother. Go to singing class. Your mother outside. Put your coat on. So you know what I mean. I will work with anybody. Like I said, just fun and and get a difference of opinion. Like I'm supposed to do something with Rand. I think this week. Me and Rand had an argument. You know what I mean. Let me tell you something. I've grown a lot. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you last before I go. First, shout out to my man, Caster with the $5 in the chat. Said it don't matter what platform you play on. If you're cool, dude, I rock with you. I'm fairly new to the Z channel. I'm a brother's keeper. I appreciate it, brother. It means the world to me, man. Like I really rock with those that rock with me. And you know what's crazy? Some of my biggest supporters are PlayStation guys. The God's honest truth. Some of my biggest supporters are PlayStation people. You know what I mean? Well, the Amaziago, we all know he's a straight pony. Amaziago being every goddamn, and then popping this shit. Oh, you know what I mean? Being every goddamn popping this shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Reap in the comment section. He being every damn, popping this shit. Crapping them will ban him, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, as long as somebody's saying that, like, I don't bother me, you know what I mean? People are going to talk shit on you. Like, I get that. See, crapping them a little bit more about that shit there. That's a motherfucker literally paid me $75 to take Crap's admin thing away on the channel. And that's what a lot of you guys be rocking. Like, literally, $75 a month. Nigga, business is business, nigga. Business is business. You know, that doesn't bother me. Like, I don't mind you guys. And say you're a dumbass, this, that, and the other. Fine. You know what I mean? Your grandmother still loves me. As long as you don't cross the line talking about no racist shit, my kids, I don't get like this shit. Like, and I like to cut up. You know what I mean? Like, look at my man right here. My man, so shady, his corny ass, man. You know what I mean? We talking that shit in the comment section. Just played Gears with him last night. Not last night, night before last. You know what I mean? When I first used to play with Gears with him, he used to kick my ass. He'll tell you, I'm a killer now. Yes, I can hold my own. You know what I mean? But as I was saying, I'm sorry, I can differ between the two. You know what I mean? Because I own everything. I just prefer the Xbox. We can have a difference of opinion. Like I said, Alex is a stone cold pony in the Switch weirdo. You know what I mean? I can't get with that shit. But he alright. You know what I mean? And I tell people all the time is that you get caught up in the character of Alex Escobar and whatever, shit on here. You know what I mean? Cool cat. And that's all I can judge a person by then. Like I said, I've grown a lot. You know what I mean? But let me tell you how I am in real life. I'm saying this again. I said this yesterday. This is me. And like I said, you do get some part of me, myself, my character within NXTGEN720. This is how I am. Real talk. We'll say that I hold grudges. I do. You know what I mean? I have a problem with my grandmother. You know, my grandmother raised me. If you didn't know, my grandmother raised me. My grandmother had 3 kids. My mother and my 2 uncles. My grandmother's youngest son, Danny, he was a cop, right? It's crazy as hell. Raised in the same household. He wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to be the biggest gangster drug dealer in the world. I was always the black sheep, right? Grandma was a teacher. You know what I mean? I didn't have to do the shit I had to do. But anyway, long story short. Grandmother got another son, Derek, and he's the oldest. And Derek was in the military. Derek they date nothing but white women. I remember it's crazy as hell. He had a few wives, and all of them white, which is cool. I got a white aunt from Germany named Goody. But anyway, and every time he would come back, because he would be gone. I don't know. He the one of the ones that, how you get some people that just move away from home and live from state to state. And whenever he would bring one of his wives, he would always come back to North, New Jersey, the project, and with my grandmother. So we meet the next white woman and be on the go, right? Literally, that's his move. That's his hustle, right? Now we be getting these white bitches. I don't know, but Goody. Now that I think I was a little boy, Goody was thick as hell. God damn, Goody had a donkey. She was cheap like a black chick. Sorry, auntie. Anyway, so every time he would come back to my grandmother's house, he would take my room. No, normally at my grandmother's house, is my grandmother, one room, my uncle, one room, and I had my own room. Every time I was 8 and 9, and every time he would come back, to stay, whatever, he would take my room, right? I used to be pissed. And this nigga broke my toys, a couple of my toys. I'm gonna take it back. I'm 40. I just turned 40. Back then, Transformers used to be cast iron. Now they're plastic, but they used to be iron. For those of you who may not know that, everything's plastic. So probably if I still have those toys today, probably worth a nice little piece of money. I had Optimus Prime and Volt, all that shit be iron. He broke. I understand how this grown ass man broke some kid toys. And when I say I've held the grudge against that man since then, I still don't like that nigga because of that. Now, the reason why I say that story is, and I'm telling you that I've grown here on YouTube. How I am in real life, I don't hate on anybody. Like literally, I've never been jealous of anybody, or just hate on someone. You know what I mean? So I know me and I know my intentions, right? And even with YouTube, I had to learn. True story. I'm gonna give you this before I go. I had to learn that, and sometimes it comes back to bite me in my ass. But when I say I don't mean nobody no harm, I ain't never hate on nobody. Like I don't, that's just not my thing. I like everybody to have. Like I never wanted to be the only one to just have. This is how I am. And it's crazy. I'm the only child, have any brothers and sisters, but this is how I am. My grandmother, I guess, raised me like this, but I always like everybody to have. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. Let's see no name. I got a very close knit circle of us on Broadband Bullies. You know what I mean? Listen, and if anybody ain't had any money to get an Xbox One X, nigga, if I had to go out there and sell some ass and steal some glass, we always going to get the Xbox One X. I ain't wouldn't feel right of me unboxing the Xbox One X and my brothers ain't got one. True story. You know what I mean? Not gonna, it's true story. Everything is for everybody, but basically everybody had an Xbox One X to unbox. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? I've done a lot for a lot of people within this community. I bought consoles, PS4s, Xbox Ones. It's not that I'm someone that's on the internet looking for friends, because I would say that I'm somebody in real life. I've always been that nigga. That bunch of bitches, and I've always been that nigga. You know what I mean? But how some people, they have the whatever, how they can accept, how you say, treat people as internet people. Listening, I don't have that. I mean, that's not in me. The way that I treat you here is how I would treat you in real life. Real shit. Not saying that I'm perfect or anything, and not get too emotional. But I say I ain't never hate on a nigga. So if somebody to go out of their way and cross me or some other shit, I don't have a problem cutting that person off. They dead to me for life. You understand what I'm saying? They will be dead to me for life because I know me and I know my intentions, and you ain't had to do me like that. That's just how I am. Now I'm learning a little bit. Even you see some of the relationships that I'm doing here on YouTube, some of the shows. Like I ain't no NXTGEN spoke to him because I look at the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Even though I thought Kid Smooth did some weird shit, and even though you fuck with the web will, he has never said anything about my daughter or called me a better about. So I have a problem whooping his ass in gears or something like that. Before I wouldn't even do that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Even though you heard he did the weird shit with Remedy, Respawn Entertainment. I'm sorry. Who does Titanfall Respawn? Cool, but he didn't know anything about my kids. You know what I mean? Like, there's some things you just don't say. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't with the weird shit. Like niggas has died for less. Hear me out, right? So, right, I don't have a problem cutting. So even with the thing with One Stop, you know what I mean? Weird. Like I ain't never had. I never had a problem with dude either. The dude was kind of. I realized he was kind of crazy when he would come to me. Like I got some video clips of me whooping One Stop ass in some video games, right? He used to come around me, you know what I mean, and be around, you know what I mean. Then he started saying the weird, you know what I mean. I don't know. It was like, oh crap, get made a video about me, and I know crap don't really make videos about nobody. Like crap don't leave me with that shit, you know what I mean? Like, what were you talking about? Crap ain't talking about you. So I had to go ask crap. Like, you talking about one thing? Who the hell is One Stop? That's when I knew this. And he said Shoutouts. They was making videos about him, talking about him. That's when I knew that nigga was crazy. I said, I gotta leave this crazy motherfucker alone. You know what I mean? And then I heard he wanted to come out just to get some dirt and expose. Like, what do you expose? How can you expose me? None of you motherfuckers know me personally. All you know about me is what I tell you. Like, I don't have anything to hide. Like, Mike, I tell you guys, I always say this again. I'm just lying. My camera's on. I don't have no reason to lie. You know what I mean? I'm not one talking to you guys with a camera on saying I got this and I'm saying I got that. My camera is on. You know what I mean? Like I said, sometimes when a lot of people want to tell me the truth, I don't even want to talk about this shit anymore. But even the fact I brought him back on my channel to let Post Up, debate him. That was for Post Up to get his shine, go out there and shine. You know what I mean? It would have been easy for me to go out there and knock his head off. Nah, Post, you go out there and get that. Now you take that, and he ain't do what he supposed to do. You take that, nigga, start getting your channel, start building on that. You know what I mean? That's me with this right here. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Even with, like I said, Alex, my dude, you know what I mean? You come up there, Alex, probably one of the funniest cats I know here on YouTube. Was up there cutting up yesterday on what do you call it, on multiplayer. Funny cat. Nigga, the people take my little bullshit ass platform, take that, bust your ass and start put this shit back into your channel. Like what Porter Rock did. You know what I mean? Tell Porter Rock, hey, bro, listen, you out here, you doing your thing on multiplayer and other shit. I'm bringing you up here. Bro, start your channel. Get ahead and do it. Get ahead. Do it. Same thing I did with D-Batch. I said, you know, D. You know, I met D and all day in the comment section. You know what I mean? I was like, you know, and listen, I don't care about the techies, but I will do those shows about the tech and the chips and the Ryzen chip. You understand that D was passionate about that. You understand that? D, boom. Take this little platform, boom, go out and do your thing. I'm not taking credit for anybody's success, but that's just how I am. You know what I mean? You know, and it is what it is, man. I can't tell you this, but neither here or there. You know what I mean? But like I said, shout out to everybody in the PlayStation community that welcome me with open arms. You know what I mean? Dope shit. Now, well, like I promised, the guys has got me PSN now. I didn't please start PS Plus. I didn't have it, so I don't really have that many multiplayer games on the Pro. I got Uncharted. I've never played Uncharted multiplayer. I know I'm gonna be dog shit, but I got Street Fighter. I like I can play Street Fighter a little bit. I haven't played it in a long ass time though. But yeah, I'm gonna start rocking out with you guys, man. You know what I mean? Do both. I can do both. You know what I mean? You know. So said, yeah, Alex love that PUBG, man. Some 343 devs just opened a new studio called Midwinter Entertainment, showed up some new concept art games like Metro and Destiny Mix. Does Microsoft own them, or they just went off and did their own thing? You know what I mean? I just read your comment. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Any got any comments here? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments now so I can see them. You guys are saying some shit in here. I ain't see them. Dr. Gap 281, crazy. Commander Rob, please send Kids Movie link. Put him on blast. Put him on blast for what? What do you do? Next Gen 14.0 will be on this weekend. I've been working mad hours. Yeah, no problem, man. You know what I mean? Halo Storm. Next Gen create the peace treaty between ponies and Xbox. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Hey, now we gotta ask with this generation, bro. We gotta take it. We gotta take it with our chin up, right? This is real shit. There will always be a console war. You know why? Because that's just the nature of man. Everybody wants to thump their chest and validate their purchase and say, "Hey, mine is better." Look, it's not just console. Go look at those car forums. Mercedes-Benz versus BMW, or go to the AV forums. Samsung versus LG. There will always be a quote unquote a console war. You know what I mean? Or whatever. That's never going. That's when Phil say he just bought nigga. That's free. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And messages I get in my inbox saying thanks to you, Next Gen, I bought a console. Like I don't get a check from that. That's free advertisement. You know what I mean? Kid Smooth said I came to YouTube as an Xbox. Nah, Smooth, you came to YouTube as a weirdo, nigga. I check it out, right? I even bought Kid Smooth back on my channel back in the day. You know what I mean? And then how you go to view Kid Smooth these corny ass rap videos? That's when I start doing the whole Xbox thing. Like, bro, I might go find that video. I got a couple of videos, I'm not mistaken, with Kid Smooth. Me, Kid Smooth, John Doe, throwback shit. You know what I mean? Kid Smooth. I mean, how you get people to view this shit? Nigga, I just beat me. And I never did it for the view. I remember him asking me that. How I get views or whatever. I just do me. Like I don't, I ain't, I just be me, And the scream is crazy right now. Some things I've done on YouTube, I wish I could take back. Like I wish I would never go back and argue with a motherfucker over the internet. Because I ain't like that. I be want to punch a motherfucker in their face real. Like I ain't with all this back and forth shit. Now they looking at me like a Neanderthal because you want to fight over. No, it ain't about no video game. Like had that same minute. Something like I'm a street cat, man. And, it is what it is. I'm not glorifying it. But where I'm from, there's some things you just don't say. Like I ain't with all that shit, man. You know what I mean? But I never would. Now I know how to take it, and it doesn't. I don't have to read your comments. 9 times out of 10 you make a video about me, unless it's in a way like I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't take none of this shit personally because you don't know me. You know what I mean? But how do you get views? Like, nigga, I just do me. I don't know. I just come up here, you know what I mean? I don't have this what it is, but yeah, it's a true story. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, I don't have a problem. Like I said, when I think about it and thought about it, he never said anything about my child or whoop-de-whoop, and you know what I mean? So cool. Like certain loops and certain things you'll never better take back. You know what I mean? If I ever see some of the mother jokes, like it's gonna be a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? I die by. But anyway, this is your boy NXTGEN720. I hope you enjoyed. I done turned this shit into some other shit. You know what I mean? I done turned this into some other shit tonight, man. That's funny. I know that they take more shots at you than you do at them. Most of your shots. I don't listen, my man, Viewmaster, bro. I don't watch. He said, I don't watch your shit, nigga. I don't be watching motherfuckers' channels. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the last story. When I used to say that shit, then, but you talking about you don't watch somebody's shit, and people thought that I say that shit because it sound cool, right? And maybe all day he's still in the heat and conversation. If these niggas, you see such video, like what video? I be in my own fucking world, man. I don't give a fuck about them dudes, man. Like, 9 I attempt to get a right arm to beat me or have my life. And I don't think I'm better than nobody. I come from very humble beginnings. You know what I mean? You got jokers. How you want to diss me? You shooting a video with a twin bed in the background. Old friend, like, come on, man. What we doing here? You motherfucking laying. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having an Xbox in your bedroom, but you motherfuckers laying down playing your game. Low ass room. I'm in my game room. Why the fuck could you diss me? You know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, though. And, like I said, I've toned down a lot. I'm going to be real fly, fashy, and cocky. Fucking feelings, nigga. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah, you said Kid Smooth was suburban, bro. One day, Kid Smooth was talking greasy. And I was like, yo, nigga, I will break your face. He was up there talking, yo, nigga, what? You bitch ass nigga. Smooth was talking greasy. I don't know who put that battery in his back. Tell me I'm a fraud and I'm a lie. Like I ain't, because back in my day, Smooth from Connecticut. I used to be out there in Connecticut. You know what I mean? I know some people that know some people. I used to be out there on the heron tip. You know what I mean? Like I'm ignorant, nigga. I die about it, man. Like shit, man. I'm that type of nigga. Like this nigga wasted his whole life for sport. Like I'm one of them type of dudes, man. I'm matured a lot. You know what I mean? But I ain't with all that arguing. And let me say a true story. Another thing. Even for me and this thing with Hard 8, quote unquote, went public. Or whatever the case, or this is a true story. We all used to be all right, but because I don't be really, I'm not just saying to diss nobody, but I'm watching the video. He talking about. I asked him personally, if he have a problem with me. You know what I mean? Then he blocks me, make a video, he gonna stomp skin off my face. And like, that's just some shit street niggas don't like. What? Like, come on, like like you from actually. So I had the video of somebody. I don't know. I didn't have it, but actually the video got flagged. I mean, that channel got flagged down. You from Philly supposed to be, or you know what I mean? I come down in Trenton, whatever. We can link up, and literally, and I swear to God on my child, if there's a problem before anybody, because I ain't with all this shit arguing on the internet, like, nah, you know what I mean? I had to start doing it because this is what they do. Like that's not my thing, and not even trying to claim I'm some thug or anything about that, or saying I can beat the world. But you know what I mean? If I'm a man, like if there's a problem or anything. He gonna say I didn't start talking like that until you moved to Georgia. Like, come on, man, you're lying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a fucking liar. Like, I asked, and it wasn't even no tough talk. Like, if you have a problem, like, because I used to be him, saying a friend, he's fucking my friend, but we were all right. You know what I mean? We can in person, or I come down here, and it wasn't even because at the end of the day, that is a man. It wasn't even about me pushing up on him. You know what I mean? He very sensitive. Like, I ain't like they do real sensitive, but you know what I mean? And remember one time he blocked all us on Skype. I forgot this guy's YouTube channel, but he did the video. Yeah, I pulled it. That's how I found the clip. I didn't know, but I didn't even know he had a series behind bars. And I ain't know. I listen, and it's not me dissing him. I never watched any of those shits here. Like, I don't give a fuck about jail. I've been in jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit don't impress me. Like, I never really came here to talk about street shit and like that shit. I made to talk about video games. You know what I mean? And I understand that on the internet you can be whoever you want to be, whatever you want to be, right? I get it. And a lot of people, oh nigga, you a fraud, you ain't tough, or you ain't that. Like I ain't like I am who I say I am. Like you know what I mean? I'm like I tell people all the time, like I'm my like on you Facebook is Zaire Johnson. I have people that I know in real life there. You know what I mean? You know, trust me. And we all, if anything I ever said fraudulent or whatever, trust me, I get like we cut up. Like our motherfuckers is bugging. Like shout out to my brother Albar Muhammad, and I went to school with him in Bang Bang. You know, people be talking tough, and you know, and Facebook, why you do this to me? And like, why you gonna come to North? You're like, yo, why you be playing with it? Like, you know what I mean? And again, I had to learn. I had to explain to him this is the internet, and this is how people are. You know, it is like I ain't glorifying. Like the first time I ever been in jail was for a homicide, 14 years old, and I'm not even glorifying that shit in any shape, form, or fashion. You know, most motherfuckers grow up watching cartoons. Nigga, I was in jail somewhere getting it in. And I'm not even like I said, that is nothing to brag about. Like that's what we just say we just come from two different say sides of the streets. You know what I mean? This is the God's side is true. You know what I mean? I'm the epitome. I'm in real life. And again, you know, I'm not in that. It's not to say that I'm uneducated because that's the farthest thing from the truth. So, like I said, I had to learn. Hey, this is the internet. This is how they do, and that's why I get all those flags and stuff on my channels and this and that. Man, I would never. You know what I mean? How you say never? If I can listen, if I can start all this over and go back to like 2012, I wouldn't have not one argument here on YouTube. I won't even pay them money. I just do me. And there's always a problem they got with me with something I own, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care about people which like it's not that big to me. I'm gonna expose you, nigga. I don't know you. Look, I'm exposing my this. Like I don't give a fuck what somebody talking about in their video, and I ain't dissing nobody or anything. I just don't care. You know, you want to expose kids moving this? Like, I don't give a fuck what he doing. What he playing? Like that ain't my business. I'm a man. Like I don't be like you know what I mean. But you know, like sometimes my entertainment, I guess for you guys thinks it's funny. But listen, you know what I mean. And I laugh like you laugh at some of the stuff. Like I mean, like I said, where I'm from, we always own everything, whether Xbox, PlayStation. That's just, we didn't really. I mean, like we used to argue, no, not really argue, but what was better, Sonic or Mario? But all this Xbox play, all this shit is new to me. You know what I mean? And I always, like I said, I prefer the Xbox. I'm just saying that's new to me. You know what I mean? And I do, like I said, for you guys, it's fun entertainment. You know what I mean? But I've learned that people get behind these consoles like they're their favorite sports teams, and you know what I mean? You know, and like I said, I've been like I said, what's this 6 games? It's been I started with someone saying this channel in 2013. It's been 5 years. Damn, time fly when you're having fun. You know what I mean? You know, but it is what it is, man. No means to love you, man. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. But anyway, I hope you guys. You said Bond makes vids about being stalkers and not really he's the big. Yeah, he got about 50 videos about me. You know what I mean? At the wow. And you know, even with those videos, 12,000 PC. It sounds funny and this, that, and the other. You know, and I even that was a learning thing to me. And how this internet shit because I never had a conversation about anyone about me owning a $12,000 PC. This is the funny part. You know what I mean? I was talking, like I said, that's why I realized people record your comment. I was talking to somebody else, to my son. It was a graduation gift for him because it's something he was really into in PC gaming and that shit. Really ain't that serious to me. You know what I mean? But if I was saying, you know, but then he would expose. He doesn't this. He don't like it because the way they were acting about that. Believe it or not, the way they were acting about that $12,000 PC, they was acting like that about my first computer when I got the video of me, with a Titan or something, and that PC cost me about $3,000 or something. I was lying, I couldn't afford that, and I remember me unboxing that piece. Now that's why I got to stop trying to impress people that on the internet. I popped the staples out my goddamn, but the same way. I just said people didn't really know who I was. That's when I was leaving those jokers alone. But I never had a conversation. But you know what? Check it out. That's what people don't pay their debts on YouTube. I said if it meant that much to you, let's bet $300. Well, people forget this, right? True story. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I don't have it, don't show you my receipts for whatever the case may be, I will give you $300 and shut my channel down. People just miss all that shit right there. Fuck it, miss all that shit right there, right? And then he started, then he went and collapsed this whole shit. And you guys know me back then. It was a video that I had came up with the kind was about ponies and shit. And it was this old homeless guy saying my pony, you know what I mean? And I had John Doe had Sony Vegas because I was doing videos on my cell phone, right? He did the video for me, but he spelled collapse wrong, right? And he uploaded it to my channel. Oh, he can't spell this, that, and the other. Like I don't edit video. I didn't, you know what I mean? That I didn't have, you know what I mean? That so I didn't have Sony Vegas or anything. But what I just said, fine, fuck it, let them, you don't know me, right? But that old hashtag, that's what all the hashtag collapse come from. John Doe spelled collapse wrong, right? And but I got so many subscribers off this shit coming in, and now I'm starting to learn, like, okay, but even like I said, I'll give you $300 and shut down my channel, if I didn't show it, because like I said, people don't pay their bets on YouTube. Like I got a few bets out there. Nintendo Joe, God bless his soul, he bet me a game that another one that Wii U was going to sell 10 million or whatever the fuck the case may be. It was going to be the leading selling platform. I'm friends with him on Xbox now, though. I ain't got that goddamn game. The other girl got whatever women, PMS Jordan bet me a game when I told her these next generation consoles was going to come out. You think I got that goddamn game? Dr. Trey, another one, bet me $50 the Wii U was going to sell 10 million. That nigga tried to give me $20 in eShop money. Like, these dudes don't pay their bets up here. Like, you know what I mean? So, I said, here, I said to him, buy the Xbox Live cards. I think that's slick because I don't care. If I don't show it, I give you, what I mean? Like, come on, $300. Like, I ain't hurting. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? But all that shit, again, got lost in translation. But it's funny to me. Like, I don't, I got so many subscribers and often and this. Cool. Like, I think it's laugh like you laugh. I should tell people then that my lifestyle is not your lifestyle. You know what I mean? It was crazy. Let me say this. I'm telling you on tape again. I remember me doing a video. Look, let me tell you how people are so fucking stupid. Even Hardy started going by naming himself the 4K ambassador or whatever the fuck he was calling himself, right? For those of you that have been rocking out with me, I bought a TV every year. Every year you watch I will have a new TV in the background. I bought my first 4K television in 2014. I paid like $9,000 for that total. I got a video of me in Best Buy buying the video, right? Buying the TV, right? Then hold on, NXTGEN720. Hold up, buys 9K TV. Maybe I can find it. I forgot the name of the video, but here you go, right here. I'm 8K. It was 8. The TV was 8,000, but with the taxes and all that shit, insurance. Here's a link right here. Look at the date on this, right? July 3rd, 2014. This is my first 4K television, right? They said I didn't own this motherfucker, right? Doing all these videos. Sometimes the internet is crazy as hell, man. We're gonna have some fun with this, right? Last story, right? Look at the video right here, right? They said, well, you didn't buy it because you cut the video off right before you paid for it. So I didn't tell. I'm a grown ass man, gonna walk in at Best Buy, tell him, man, give me a scoop. But of course I could. I'm about to give my address and all that shit. Right? That's the video there, right? So they doing all this shit. Now I didn't have like a webcam and all. I didn't have none of that shit. I was doing my videos on my cell phone, right? I was even this video on my cell phone, right? So we just started BGS, even though I had a Mac, but I wasn't, iMovie Maker and all that shit, you know what I mean? And the way my setup was done, you couldn't even see my TV behind me anyway, right? So they were doing all this. He ain't do this. He a liar. This, that, and the other, right? So what I did was, right? It's unbeknownst to any of them, right? What we did from BGST, I took a picture like of the box of my TV when it came and when they didn't have it in store. All they had was the one on display. I didn't want the display one. One of my shit brand new, right? They had to ship it from like Manhattan. Bigger Best Buy, right? Because the way that it cost, it was very expensive. So when the shit came on the box, right, it said 4K, Sony and all that. So we took a picture of my phone. That was my thumbnail for a couple BGSTs. Oh, he stole the box, this, that, and the other. And it was crazy. And like I don't be bragging. And like I said, a lot of things I can brag about. I went the following week and bought another one, right? And for those that was following me on Instagram, I took a picture of Instagram. They was all up on my Instagram. Like you see, my channel really wasn't that big back then. I'm biting him and be like him calling myself the 4K. I've been buying 4K fucking TVs and shit. Like, come on, like we bugging. Even with this TV right behind me, last shit, I'm going at this. Shout out my man Bon Lamont, $2 in the super chat, right? Behind me, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like, this joke is here is wild, you know what I mean? When they announced the Xbox One S, right? Because they announced the Xbox One S, so I was getting me another TV anyway. Because I was actually by this time I was friends with D. And I'm gonna be honest, on the stuff that I know about TVs now, I got from D. Normally, when I would buy a TV, I would just go buy it by the bezel way that it look. You know what I mean? I always bought my TVs how they look. You know what I mean? Not the performance, how they look. And he kept saying like get the KS8000, and I would do videos about it. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case. So I don't know what the fuck Hardy bought. I don't know what the case. You know what I mean? But I don't know if he got this KS8000 before me or whatever. I don't even know. That doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? But I had I was gaming on a 4K TV. Every TV in my house, I had last year. I had bought the MS. I mean, not the K. What do we call it? the model before the JS, whatever it was called. Before that one, 60 was in my front room. Like you know what I mean? But I don't have room back here for a 65-inch. That's a 55. I don't have the room in here. You know what I mean? So we need the actual game one, right? Check this out. Last story, right? So you want to call himself the 4K ambassador and all this wild shit, and this I'm biting on him. I want to be like him. So I bought he had an 8,000. Look how petty he's more, but they try to keep up with me, right? I guess he bought an 8,000, so I got the 8,500, right? Yeah, he gonna outdo me and this, that, and the other. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, right? So in the video, I was saying that I had bought 2. You know what I mean? For those who've been rocking, I said I bought 2. I said I got the 8,500 and I got the 9,000. The kid's 9,000. Oh, he ain't lying. He ain't got no 2. I had given the 9,000 to my daughter for a housewarming gift. I still do. I prefer the 8,500 because I like the way that it looks, right? So I went to her house and I seen it up like, I think your shit might look better than mine. So I went the following week and bought the 9,000 again. So I still had the 8,500. So it was crazy. Like, oh, you people in my company, you lying. He's a liar. He's a cookie face lying. $100. He ain't buy this. He ain't buy that. This nigga's crazy, right? So I started calling myself the dumb line. So then, so this is what happened. So, when I went back to, because I bought it from Sears, right up the street from me, and I didn't even know in Sears, and that was just by chance. But I was going to go to Best Buy, so but Sears had it $300 cheaper. And the guy knew my channel, because I was still going. I prefer Best Buy, right? So anyway, make a long story short, I ordered it, and Sears didn't have it in stock. They had to ship it from wherever the hell, right? They tried to charge me for mail for delivery. I said, oh, hell no, just come when you get to the store. I come by and pick it up, right? So anyway, make a long story short. So I bought the KS9000 again, right? Real shit, right? So I remember me doing the video, right? Me unboxing the KS9000 with the 8,500 behind me and shit, right? You know what I mean? So, when I'm the 4K embassy, like he wasn't buying no phone. I've been doing this shit. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck are we doing? For those of you that and shout out to Jesse, he knew me. For those of you that have been rocking, like, come on, I get a TV every year. Like this shit is wild. But I should tell you, sometimes when a lie is more entertaining than the truth. Like I was saying again, like I don't have to sell anything to buy anything new. I don't have to sell my GPU to buy an Xbox. I don't have to sell my Xbox to buy a PlayStation. You know what I mean? I ain't funding anybody's financial situation. But that nigga ain't never owned a PS4, Xbox, and a PC at the same time. Real true story. Think about that. Not that he's unhappy and he's unsatisfied, but he can't afford to own multiple things at one time. And I ain't making fun of nobody's fucking financial situation. It's not even like that. You know what I mean? You ain't never gonna call him broke, but I'm keeping it funky. I ain't selling shit to buy new shit. I'm not knocking those that do, but that's the God's honest truth. You know what I mean? But I'm a liar, I'm this and I'm that. Like, come on, man. That's why I tell you guys sometimes when a lie is more entertaining than the truth. But I like it. It's funny. Like, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Microsoft over here, lover Jack Move Johnny still the pony commissioner, right? I guess. I don't know. But anyway, man, this is your boy. My man Viewmaster 670. Niggas still don't show his face on camera. His living situation must not be up to par. As I'm saying, I got to show everything. My camera on. I put my flaws on Front Street. Even my face was fucked up. My eyes still not always right. I got to that car accident, but I don't give a fuck about that, man. But anyway, man, I hope my man with people with twin beds and slanted roofs always in your pocket. It is what it is, Commander Rob. You know what I mean? Griffin Gaming put Hard 8 is the creatorless ambassador. I go, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. You know. Show a picture of your house. Oh, why you want to see a picture of my house? Actually, I got a video. If you want to go back to my channel, when I got this house, me walking down my stuff, looking at my backyard, but I ain't going through all that shit, bro. But anyway, thank you, man. Next Gen done broke a live stream record. And yeah, I've been live streaming a lot, man. I've been out here working, man. But thank you all. Hope you guys enjoyed the stories that I gave you today. And my man, Next Gen reminiscing with Seagram Gen in the smoke right now. Nah, you know, man. Hey, listen, man. Real dude, man. Regardless of what they may say about it, I'm one of the realest dudes ever, man. I'm keeping it funky. This is video game shit. I ain't gonna lie about none of this shit, bro. You know what I mean? But thank you all, man. They've been rocking out. Shout out to the new subscribers. Let me say this again. For those of you guys that are not signed up for the Discord, I'm gonna leave the link right now. Go. Yeah, this. If he goes in, here go the link right here. Hold on. Look at the date. Pay like $9 grand for that goddamn television. I want to say this. I would never do that again. I would never spend that much money for a 4K any TV again because I spent all that money and that shit was outdated You know, by the time the year, they had no HDR and all that shit 2 years later, I would never do that shit again. Spend that much money on television. I don't give a fuck what it is. 25K. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what. But anyway, you know what I mean? Let me give you guys the link to the Discord. Also, like I said before, those of you guys that are rocking out with the Patreon, the exclusive debate show will be up tomorrow. Even some of you guys have been rocking out in the super chat. I got your information. I'll send you the link to it. But again, even though you're not on the Patreon, you guys just dropping. That's gonna be a classic. I'm gonna start leaving like some of the interview. I promise. I'm gonna do them. I just booted up my. You guys can't see my Mac right there. I got a bunch of shit on this Mac, debates and all that shit. Me debate destroying RXL, funny shit. You know I'm funny as hell. I never make them public. You know what I mean? I said I wanted to do something with him. Like I got a bunch of interview. I got an interview here with the guy from Game Informer. I don't even speak to him anymore, but I don't even know if he still works for Game Informer. You know, a lot of shit on his Mac. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That I never made public. So I said I was gonna start fucking uploading shit to the Patreon, little behind the scenes shit. I'm working. I'm back at it, man. Back at it. You know what I mean? So guys, look out for that. And again, and shout out to my brother again, Griffin Gaming. Another guy makes great content, man. Check him out. Griffin Gaming said I bought 15 PS4s and 7 Xbox Ones. Oh man, it joke is crazy, yeah. But I'm alive. You know, man, I bought 15 PS4. Oh, you know what? Yeah, and Commander Rob said they were jealous because you got a more powerful rig at the time at them any time. And I don't really give a fuck about PC gaming. Like it ain't that. I don't care. Like you know what I mean? I don't. It's not that serious to me. I'm a console dude. Why you got this? You can play it because I like to play on consoles. I don't like booting up games with my desktop. I'm not knocking those that do. I just like the simplicity. You know what? Let me say this real shit. You know what turned me off with goddamn PC gaming? When I got my first rig, and before I actually got the rig, I made my Steam account. I need to get my Steam account away because I ain't gonna be gaming on PC. This shit is NXTGEN720. I gotta find a goddamn password to it. Maybe I give it away. I got a few games in it too. You guys can have that shit. I'm sorry. I think the game was Dirt 3 or Dirt 2. It was like I bought it for like 99, whatever the fuck I paid for it. You know, on them Steam spring sales or whatever. And the game wouldn't boot up. It kept giving me the blue screen to death, and I had to go to this Google it to go. I had to get this win. I ain't want to go through all that shit. Go to this Russian site and extract the folder to patch it. And I don't know about it now, but back in 2012, Steam ain't had no phone number. They say if you get to the name, you have a problem with customers, so you can call Xbox Live or PSN. Now this is back in 2012. There ain't no. You had to send them an email support. They get back to the 3. They're like, come on, like that shit. Now maybe they may have changed this now. I'm talking about in 2012. That shit really turned me the fuck off. Like I'm keeping it all the way a buck. You know, I'm buying games and shit. I'm getting the blue screen of death, and then the first. Listen, another thing. I was gonna don't ever buy a goddamn PC from my buy power. They customer service is dog shit. And I remember right before I got the PC, I had got surgery, so I wasn't really using the shit. And then when I went, I was playing Splinter Cell. I had got Splinter Cell for it. The last Splinter Cell that came out. I had got that on PC. And one of the games I also didn't have it on the Xbox or something. But I heard a boom while I was playing the bitch. The motherfucking power supply went. That bitch was like boom, blew up. Calling them and took them forever to get my shit back on the phone. Crazy. If you're gonna buy put together this PC, I heard them she's expensive now. Go to Origin. Origin PC, like they make the best builds, and you know what I mean, at the end of the day. But anyway, food for thought. That's one of the reasons I don't like to play on game on PC. Like, you know what I mean? And another thing, a lot of those games I was playing with the controller. Actually, this is the actual look at me tell how old this is, bro. This is the shit dusty as hell. This is the actual controller, the Windows controller. You know, you plug the USB port that I got when I got the PC. It was like $55, right? I still got this bitch. The controller always felt like a afterthought. Like when people playing Warframe. Warframe was one of the games. I remember Bondum was playing that shit back then. And the controls felt loose. The shit just felt nasty as hell. Maybe they may have, you know, that was another thing. Like, you know, I play with controller. A lot of the games I was trying to play, the controller felt like it was like a third, like it just felt nasty. Like, oh man, this shit. But anyway, I'm sorry. Went over the tangent. I'm sorry. Let me give you guys the link. I'm sorry, I want to give you guys the link to the Discord. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I'm sorry. I got a little off topic. I do apologize. Sorry. I go over these tangents, man. I tell you this shit. Got next thing got 1,000 stories. Nope, that's not that video. Look right here. Here we go. I'm gonna give you guys the link to the Discord. Sign up for the Discord right now. I'm joking. That shit jumping. Like I'm new to all this Discord shit. All this shit. I've been in something. You know what I mean? Here you go. I'm gonna give you guys the link right now to the Discord, man. Sign up for the Discord. NXTGEN, you ain't had no fire. You lying. Like what? Like, come on. Look at the. Let me say this last thing. Fuck up, right? Are you lying? Right? I don't sell anything. I don't trade anything. For those of you that have been here for a while, look at my background and what I used to have back there. I don't have any of that shit anymore. None of that shit. So when I moved, I had to start all over from scratch. You know what I mean? It was my plan to go physical this generation. I mean, digital, all digital. But I wanted to build. He said, build my collection of games. I had a, for those, some of you guys been here for a while. I don't sell anything. I don't sell anything. I keep everything. Like, that's just me, whether I like it or whatever. I don't have any of that shit anymore. None of that shit. So I had to start from scratch. Everything that I bought. Oh shit. I had to start from scratch all over again. Like, listen to yourself. Like, he ain't had no fire. He lying. Like, motherfucker, where all my shit at? Fuck is anything different? TV different. Nothing. I ain't got none of that shit no more. Like, these motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying. And it ain't like I came up here asking somebody for no money and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be off a while. That's why I'm gonna have a little fire. Whoop, you know what I mean? Oh, he lying. He ain't no fuckers. He ain't want to show nobody. Like, these motherfuckers. This internet shit is wild, man. Take a picture of your house. Man, what the fuck? Like, yo, these motherfuckers is crazy. Sound like you got your parts from the dump. Nah, man. I my first. I mean, I understand. I got it from what you call I Buy Power. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know. Fuck, but that was it. You know what I mean? But I saw bought again. This is before. Hey, my man. Hey, Halo Storm. This is before this. That you can. Listen. I've owned every console. I've had them all. I had a lot of my shit at my grandmother's house up in the attic. I took some of that stuff back. You know what I mean? But the turbo, I didn't. I just had that stuff propped up behind me. Like now and stuff. Whatever. I'm about to move all that shit out. I'm gonna put a bookcase there. I got a bookcase. Last story. I bought a bookcase. It's in the front room. But all these figures here you see them out, they're gonna go in the bookcase. I got a bunch of other collector's editions that I never opened up. You know what I mean? That I never opened up. So I'm gonna put them on the shelf there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the bookcase there, or I might move the TV down and put the bookcase right here. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna put those boxes and shit over here. Why do you keep your boxes? Why? No, last one. Keep my boxes because I will buy everything from Best Buy. And back then, if you wanted to, everything that I buy, I put insurance on, right? And to turn it back into Best Buy back then, you had to keep your boxes. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's still their same rule. So I just got into the habit of keeping it. And you see everybody listen. They see everybody now in the background. They got their boxes behind them and stuff. They get this shit from me. But a lot of stuff like I have that you guys don't even see. But I had to start all over from scratch. This is my hobby. You know what I mean? Like I bought it. What happened? I got in the mode trying to replace everything that I normally. I'm just going to buy some new shit. You know what I mean? At the end of it, I had the Steel Battalion controller. I mean, I got the game, line of contact right. So I'm showing you guys, but I don't have the controller anymore. Like all that shit I used to have is gone. You know what I mean? I looked on Amazon. They want somebody selling shit for like $500. It was and I remember my old girl bought it for me for my birthday. She paid like $250 for it. Still, you guys probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Still a Battalion. I just had that in the background. I ain't got none of that shit no more. Oh, he lying. This, that, and the other. Man, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? These motherfuckers is weird. But anyway. No sound system. I do got a sound system. I got a Samsung is at the bottom. It's not even hooked up, and I got a sound bar too. The reason why I unhooked it because when you use, that's why I don't use the Astros anymore. You would have, you had to plug the fiber optic into the thing, into the console. But if I go to like cable or to my PS4, I had to unhook it again and put I just stopped using them, man. You know what I mean? That's why I got 4 pairs. I got fucking 4 pairs of them goddamn Astros. Because whenever we'll get 2 pair. These are the newer ones there. The totally wired. I got the 2 wired ones. I have a tote there that you guys can't see. I have a lot of them other headsets in there, that I rebought. You know what I mean? But I like. What I like? You guys always ask me what my favorites is. I like this Cloud X, Hyper X's, and I also I got some razors. I got these. I got 2 pair of these. One of them I'm gonna leave in the box. You know what I mean? I like these razors. I got a silver pair too. I like these razors a lot too, man. I just grab whatever fuck I can grab. But anyway, I like Hyper X too. I like the Hyper X's too. I got a couple pairs of these shits too. You know what I mean? There you go. I got headsets all on the floor and shit. Another pair of Hyper X's right here. I got a few pair of them. You know what I mean? I like these little beats too. These are my phone. Little beats. I got another pair of these shits too. I got these totes and shit, man. That's all right, the other pair. I don't know what the. Oh yeah, I got another pair. I got a red pair too. I got a red pair too that's upstairs. Like you know, I like gadgets, man. So don't tell me my family loves gadgets. But anyway, this is your boy NXTGEN720. I didn't mean to ramble on. My man Glenn Williams, Commander Rock. Shout out to each and every last one of you guys that have been rocking out with me. I appreciate it, man. Zaire don't even have HDR. Okay. Yeah, I got a few 4K Blu-rays. Ron Lamont, I got a few. You got a few, but then I ain't lying. Then I got Cody, man. I got a few though. You know what I mean? Marcus Joel, 12K PC. Hey, Mark, let me tell you something, man. Many things, man, but a liar. One thing that I'm not, good brother. You know what I mean? And again, so I'm, whatever. But anyway, thank you all, man. So I like the flat chart that you have on, but the black ones, the rig. So I got the rig that comes with it breaks easy. Oh yeah, I got 3 pair of these shits here, man. I had bought normally when I buy a headset, sometimes I buy 2, and then they had sent me. A lot of time I get sent a lot of shit in GP. Poke started. Shout out to Poke, man. Poke was the first company to ever send me anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like these. They cool too. You know what I mean? They cool too. Appreciate it, my man. Side of subs, I appreciate it. Like I said, again, shout out to each and every last one of you. What happened with you and Zaire? I don't know what you're talking about, Voodoo. I don't know what you're talking about. Zaire can't afford HDR. Nope, your grandma took my money. But my man, blah. But again, I'm out of here, man. Thank you for rocking out. You want to build a fortress with those boxes? Yeah, I know, right? I saw a gaming rig for $900 giveaway, Tom. I give away a lot of shit, man. A lot of stuff I don't make public. I give away a lot of shit, bro. Like I do, man. I give away a lot of shit, man. You know what I mean? I do. I believe you got to do my things and brag about it. You're doing it for the wrong reason. But it is what it is, man. Thank you guys, man. I'm out of here, man. Hit the like button. Share the video. Go on.